My favorite punter. Now, the Jacksonville Jaguars, I praise them when they take Justin Blackmon. But then they go third round with a kicker, Brian Anger, a punter out of Cal. Early in the third. I guess they figure we're not going to move the ball, so we need a pretty good punter, is the only thing I can think of. And then they came back. They got a free agent. And the guy that I might have to get a jersey for. Jaguars, free agent signing, Norwich University. Is that in Vermont?
Yes.
Long Ding. That's not a joke. Long Ding. Good kicker. Good, that's a great name for a kicker. When he kicks, you should hear this. Long Ding. If this doesn't work out, Long Snapper. That's his brother. Yes, Fritzy.
He's got quite the hang time, I hear.
Whoa, Fritzy. Nice. First hour.
We're trying.
I like it. All right, we'll get to your phone calls. Yeah, Long Ding. Wasn't he in 16 Candles?
That's the donger.
Oh, Long Duck Dong. Okay, I missed that. Yeah, so Long Ding and Brian Anger. So Jaguars are set with kickers. Yeah, McLovin.
There's a mini I-Team issue here.
And now, we go to the newsroom for an I-Team investigation.
The motto of our news team is...
We don't break news. We sprain it.
Let's go to the newsroom. Paulie?
All you, McLovin.
Well, Fritzy redeemed himself after he was trailing you about 0-5 in great line so far and then had great hang time.
Yeah.
Problem is it's a kicker, not a punter. So we think that line should be stricken from the record.
Semantics.
Okay, that's fair enough. Sorry, Fritzy.
It's off the board now.
Yeah, I'm going to take it. Yeah. No, I'm going to take the line away from you.
Wow.
Sorry. Yeah, Paulie.
Can he appeal?
It's got to be a process.
You know what? I'll hear the appeal during the commercial break. Fritzy is appealing his joke being stripped as the Jaguars take a kicker named Long Ding, and Fritzy used the line, he's got great hang time. And McLovin pointed it out. Your appeal has been denied, Fritzy. Play of the day, by the way, brought to you by...
I don't get a chance to have anything to say on that?
No. Okay. Do you want to make your case right now?
Well, I was just doing a little Google search, and I came across Combines.com talking about it was courtesy of the Elite Pro Football Combines, and there's a kicker grading, and there's a category for kickers and a separate category for punters, both with hang time as one of their categories, not just for punters, but for kickers as well. And I thought that would be something worth bringing up in the appeal process if that's an actual category, kicker hang time.
Does the average football fan use hang time with a kicker?
I will grant it that McLovin is right where you think more of a punter when you think of hang time. But based on some statistical data I'm looking at, that they also factor in a kicker's hang time.
All right. I see the category here. Fritzy has sent this to me.
I think it's worth review.
How about I decide if it's worth review?
You should decide if it's worth review, and I hope you will.
I'm going to hold you in contempt if you open your mouth again, okay? Kickoffs, hang time is a category. Some obscure website here is this combines.com. Fritzy, you probably made up this website, but all right. Let me go to a court of your peers. Jury of your peers. Seton, you buying this hang time that Fritzy can get credit for the line by Long Ding?
I am.
Okay. Paulie?
No, hang times for punters, appeal denied.
McLovin?
I actually am supporting Fritzy. This is the first time a Dan has used statistical background to prove something.
But you accused him of this. Now you're going to vote for him.
I'm just so impressed he has a stat from a website. I'm blown away.
I don't know how appropriate this was, but I did send a note to NFL Media Relations, including my line to find out if
Wait,
there's any kind
you
of.
sent this to the NFL
I
home
did.
office?
One of my friends who has a good sense of humor,
Oh.
asking what they think of about that category. Of, do they have any kind of stat, or do they recognize in any way a kicker's hang time? And then I shared what led up to that in the.
Okay,
Jaguar
I want to
line.
hear what the NFL home office has to say about this. Do you imagine the paperwork? Can you imagine the paperwork here? The commissioner got Saints punishments here. Got this, with Mickey Loomis. Fritzy wants to know hang time and long ding. What do you think? Yeah, I'm gonna accept that. Tell Fritzy the commissioner says yes.
I was hesitant, but we did send the email. I'll take all responsibility
Okay.
if they have a problem with that.
Yeah, they must hate us. Do you realize the number of silly things that we send to them? All these commissioners' offices. What's the response we normally get is, "Are you serious?" Question mark, question mark, question mark. Anything else we need to mention here, Paulie?
Yeah, Fritzy's got an update on his appeal of his first hour joke.
Okay. Yeah, Fritzy.
Stats Inc. sends me a note. Yes, there is a stat for kickoff hang time, and they proceed
Okay, how
to
about
give a
this?
list.
How about this? How about you recap the joke? Then the stat will probably mean a little more.
That's what we should do.
Okay, there you go. I cough. I clear your
There we
throat.
go. All right. we were talking about the Jaguars signing of kicker Long Ding, and I mentioned he must have an impressive hang time. So then a debate ensued because McLovin had to jump in and say, "You can't really give me any credit for that joke because when we talk about hang time, we talk about a punter, not a kicker." The NFL said that for kickers, it's not an official NFL stat in any way. It's something that teams track and perhaps some networks and other punting aficionados. But just a little while ago, our friends at Stats Inc. sent me some stats for the average hang time on kickoffs in 2011, and it has a whole list of all the players with their number of kickoffs and their average hang time.
The NFL denied your appeal, right?
The NFL seems to have denied
No.
the appeal.
Did they deny your appeal?
The NFL is not recognizing it as an official NFL stat.
Then they've denied your appeal, Fritzy. Okay.
But what about what Stats Inc. has all these average hang time stats for kickers?
Stats Inc. cannot overrule Commissioner Goodell.
Maybe the NFL wasn't
Fritzy.
aware of what Stats Inc. is
Fritzy,
up to.
appeal denied. All right? See what you can do. Maybe come up with a better line. All right?
Paulie thinks the NFL may have misunderstood my initial question to them.
Are you going to continue to whine and moan until I say, "All right, I'm going to accept the line"?
Probably.
Okay.
Impressive hang
You
time.
didn't even know about Long Ding until I brought him up to you, right?
I got all excited once you mentioned Long Ding, and I knew I had in my back pocket something about an impressive hang time ready to share with you. But that was
Let's see. Fritzy's appeal. We have an update on Fritzy's appeal because he wants to get credit for a line about the kicker that the Jags drafted. His name is Long Ding. Yes, Fritzy.
I got some new information from the NFL, which makes it look not very promising for me.
Okay, but Paulie may have a statement from Long Ding. Well, so best and worst of the weekend coming up. We spend more time doing absolutely nothing. What, Paulie?
If you don't get an Emmy tonight, it's going to be a crime.
I don't know if I'm going to get an Emmy. Okay. Fritzy, you have to leave the NFL alone today. I mean, the draft just ended. It's busy. The Saints players are going to be disciplined this week. No more email. Okay?
They are busy with other things.
Okay. No more email. I'm going to accept your appeal. I'll give you credit for the line, and then we move on. But this is like 6 email to the PR department there. Don't do this.
They're very nice over there.
All right. Paulie brought up the kicker for the Jaguars, Long Ding, and then Fritzy had his line that he said.
He must have an impressive hang time.
Yeah. So, okay, he wanted credit for that, and then McLovin goes, kickers don't have hang time, punters do. Yes, Heaton.
Dan, I think when you're looking at comedy, you have to allow a little poetic license here with Fritzy.
Oh, okay. And you know comedy, Heaton.
I do. Yeah. I do know comedy. And I think that he should be given a little latitude here.
I did. I just gave it to him.
It's all part of the kicking genre. I appreciate that, Steve.
Genre. Did you hear from Long Ding, the kicker the Jaguars took, Paulie?
And now, we go to the newsroom for an I-Team investigation.
The motto of our news team is...
We don't break news. We sprain it.
Let's go to the newsroom. Paulie?
Dan, after the ITM reports from the first hour, we contacted Norwich University and tried to get a hold of Long Ding. He's in class right now. But a statement on his behalf from the Sports Information Department at Norwich University, your cadets. The staff does, to some point, time kickoff hang time during the games and practice. And hang time is usually associated with punters, but it is applicable to place kickers on kickoffs. Back to you, Dan.
All right. Are we done with this now?
Show's not over.
I feel vindicated.
No more email.
I'm not going to send the NFL anymore.
Yeah, no more
They
email.
were very kind, and
Yes.
they clarified things, and I'm glad to hear we can move forward.
Fritzy, I mean, I've got more documentation on this than anything else
But
today.
I'm more confused than ever now because the latest note from the NFL was neither hang time is recognized as an official stat, regardless of
All
the
I
info we
need
got from
is,
StatSync.
here's the stat that you gave us. Fine. The headline is Long Ding backs Fritzy. Okay?
He must have an impressive hang time.
Yes, he the Jaguars did not disappoint as they took a punter in the third round out of Cal. Of course, if you don't have a good offense, you need a good punter, right? And they signed a free agent, our favorite, Long Ding. He's a kicker from Vermont. What's the school in Vermont there, Paulie?
Don't act like you don't know. Norwich.
Norwich, of course. What's their nickname? The
Cadets.
of course they are the Cadets.